Hi Leos, this is Star with Ariana Stark. This is your forecast for October 2022. Let's just get down to your reading, Leos. The energy that you're carrying in from September into October is the Temperance card. I think in the final days of September, you needed to be very patient. Maybe there were delays, but then you could have benefited eventually. Your plans may have borne fruit in due course. I think the work environment was also very stifling in case you were already employed. Maybe colleagues were up to mischief or your rivals were hell-bent on making it difficult for you. Some of you may have also wanted to put down your papers, but then Leos, I think this was also the testing time for you. Even in personal matters, I think you desired harmony in your relationships. Obstacles to overcome or the challenges that October is going to pose for you is the King of Wands. This person seems to be in control of situations, but then this is in the challenge position. I think you need to be very careful, Leos. Maybe you should tone down your expectations a bit. You should be more creative and imaginative and be more collaborative as well. Maybe it's also the time to bury the hatchet. Let bygones be bygones, because it's no point dredging up the past. Even if there are offers, because this is in the challenge position, I think you should take everything with a pinch of salt. Influences for this month, we have the Four of Swords. This person seems to be in a meditative state of mind. Maybe you have to rethink your moves. Maybe you have to deliberate over the next course of action, or a different way is the way forward for you. Essentially, I think, Leos, you have to step back and rethink your moves. Maybe plans may not work out as you desire. You have to be tactful as well, because it's the Swords energy, so maybe you will be a bit moody, or you could say something untoward, so it could affect your relationship, especially with your mother. Even if there are going to be calls for interview, or even if there's an offer lined up, you have to be very careful, because maybe the job on offer is not going to be a high paying one, or it is not up to the standard or up to the marks. That is why you will step away from it. This month is going to turn out to be really hectic. You have to buy time, you have to attend to clients as well. I think you should also be careful, because there are swords behind this person. It's not in front of him, so definitely something is going on behind the scenes, and you should be very vigilant. For some Leos, I think technical issues could bother you, gadgets could malfunction, so you need to be careful. First 10 days of October, we have the Two of Swords here. This lady, she seems to be in a limbo. She's undecided about how she should proceed. Maybe you're deliberating over your next course of action. Like I said, you need to rethink your moves, and this person or this lady, she seems to be in a state of suspension here. I think you have to act quickly, find solutions to the problems. Maybe you should also deliberate with senior people around, or you should also follow your instinct. Mentally, it could be very stimulating or an engaging time for you. You could be solving puzzles, or you could be working or brainstorming with others. For some Leos, I think money could be the bone of contention here. Maybe you will ask someone to pay up your dues. Banking work or financial transactions could also keep you busy. Other than that, I think work-wise, you may be deliberating, so that is why I think you need to be more attentive. Maybe you should also pull up your socks, because your boss may feel that you are very unprofessional in your attitude, that you need to work on your skills as well. Leos, you will also benefit if you will network, if you tap into your contacts. Incidentally, I'm also picking up that your dues will come in at this time. 11th to 20th October, we have the Eight of Pentacles here. This lady is busy with the creative project, or she is stitching. I think likewise, Leos, you need to work with your hands. Technical work or paperwork is going to keep you busy. You also need to collaborate with others. you're going to be singled out on account of your talents. But then the key, Leos, is to be more cooperative in your approach rather than be too set in your own ways. Maybe that is why you're being asked over and over again to network, to work on your interpersonal skills. You could also be misplacing objects here, so you should keep your things properly. Many of you could also be decluttering your living space. Maybe repair work is also underway at home. The final days of October, that is 21st to 31st October, we have the 10 of Cups here. This card is talking about overall contentment. Surprises are also in store for you. You should act quickly and capitalize if there are openings rather than let it fizzle away. Positive feedback can also be expected at this time. You're going to be appreciated by your juniors as well in case you're in the leadership position. I think some of you could also find yourself in a situation where someone is undermining your talents, but then you're going to prove yourself over and over again. Leos, in case you're the leader of the pack, you should be more flexible in your approach. Give your juniors the freedom to excel. Maybe you're going to not put up with sluggish workers. You're going to chop and change. Within the home environment also, sometimes you may feel your voice is being ignored or that no one is paying attention, especially family elders. That is why this could be a bit emotionally unnerving for you. Maybe spiritual cleansing could benefit you. With respect to your love life, I have this card. I feel damaged, like I just can't do this. Possibly, Leos, in case you're already in a romantic connection, you could be having second thoughts, or this person you're dealing with could be undecided about the future of this relationship because you have the Two of Swords. Maybe this person is also insecure. Nevertheless, I think you should be more romantic. You should allow your partner to speak rather than say something untoward, because you do have the Swords energy in your reading. Two of Swords, Four of Swords has come up. So that is why I think speaking out of turn could also crush your partner's spirit. Maybe he feels damaged on account of that. Some of you could also find yourself being wooed by the opposite sex, but you may be least interested. Maybe someone wants to make small talk with you in the hope of getting familiar or being more friendly with you, but then you don't want anything to do with the person. In case you're crushing on someone, I think, Leos, you will continue to cyberstalk. Maybe you want to reach out to this person, but we do have the Two of Swords, so it's kind of a stalemate here with respect to the future of this relationship. Maybe many of you are also dealing with an ex here, because this card, reality is that I'm never over you, has come up in your reading. Maybe this person wants to give love a second chance, but then you want to move away, you want to distance yourself. On the other hand, those of you who are already married, I think your spouse could make some financial gains here. Maybe there's contentment within the family, but in case yours is an unhappy relationship, I think you want to be in the arms of your beloved. You want to de-stress by watching movies or enjoying the weather. Leos, the key to a happy marriage is patience and respect. The universe is also asking you to be active. Action is the card. Maybe you're going to be on the move. Mentally also, you're going to be someone who is going to be quite alive. In fact, the bird's imagery has come up twice over in this reading. So communication is going to be the key for Leos this month. Maybe you want to set sail for greener pastures, or you want to spread your wings and fly. From the Butterfly Oracle deck, we have this card, family changes. I think you needn't be alarmed. Maybe some of you are also going to be traveling, so there's going to be a change in your family equation, or some of you may also be estranged for someone this month, or there could be an addition in your family. So these are changes as per divine plan, and you need to accept the same. Archangel Michael is reassuring you that God is in charge. So whatever the situation you find yourself, even if you have questions or doubts in your head, I think God is in charge of your life purpose or in charge of how your life is proceeding. So you should trust God and trust the universe, because whatever happens, happens for your highest good and for your soul's ascension this October. I hope, Leos, you liked your reading. This is Star with Ariana Stark. Please give us your feedback in the comment section. This is Ariana Stark signing off. Take care. Bye. Till the next time.